Good morning. Today we are going to finish chapter 10 of Joshua. So pause me and read verses 29 through the end of the chapter. And if you are really interested, you might want to look in the back of your Bible and find a map of the tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel and where they end up, and you can follow Joshua's journey here. So pause me, read, and look at the map if you want to. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward text. I mean, Joshua's just taking care of business here. He moves on. The main camp is at Gilgal, and he is moving on to the south. My little title above this section says Southern Cities Conquered, and these are south of Gilgal. And so he goes to Lebanon, then he goes to Lachish, and then the same. Oh, and by the way, at Lachish they had help, and he beat that king, the king of Gezer and his whole army. And then he moved to Eglon at the same day and captured it. And so he is totally moving. And they just left no survivors. This was, again, we've talked about this wicked people and how ungodly they must have been for God to want total destruction on the entire tribe, the entire tribes that were that Joshua was attacking. And then they went to Debir and Hebron, and so they got this whole little region, and it's about, best I can tell from the maps, maybe a 40-mile kind of circle that they just totally took care of. And it tells you he subdued them from all the way to Gaza, from the whole region of Goshen, and that's not the Goshen in Egypt, but the Goshen in Israel, and Gibeon. And they were all conquered in one campaign because God was with them. And then he goes back to Gilgal. So he's done this southern campaign, which is pretty much the land of Benjamin and Judah at this point. He's conquered that. Now, Joshua was from the tribe of Ephraim, so there's no kind of favoritism thing going on to conquer that first. But the lesson here is, don't procrastinate. When God is behind you in a cause, in a task, just get it done. Don't be making excuses. I mean, he could have gone back to the camp every time he won. He could have gone back to the camp and rested. Wasn't that far, so he could have done that. But no, he just kept going because God was on his side, and he had been given the command to do this. And so he just did it. He just took care of business. So just like Nike borrowed this from God, just do it and get it done.